everyone, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to the Slowest Blitz, where we are playing Asphodel. This is turn 14. It happened. Oh my god, it happened! Alright, so let's watch this stuff. We're gonna get hopefully a shit ton of information and be very happy here. So, Phaeacia was the first to attack the Forbidden Forest, so we get to watch this. We see they've got just a couple of wolf tribe in the back for some pokies, a whole bunch of Colossi light infantry. They are going to come up against these and probably take very few losses, right? Mostly from their wolf tribe, it looks like. Big surprise. Maybe a couple of losses amongst their Colossi light infantry. 8 Colossi light infantry killed. 10 Wolf Tribe warriors killed. This is not a force that can withstand this. Not in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm pretty sure we could throw just the Centaur warriors we have against this and win. This should be an unmitigated slaughter. Oh, wow. Okay, our attack rear kind of got a little deflected. But everything else instantly dies. We lose 7 mannequins. He loses 16 Colossi light infantry. That matters. That's not an insubstantial amount of gold, and I would assume that that is not an insizable portion of his forces at this point. Obviously, right, like, the whole thing counted, right? Like 24 Colossi light infantry is not all of his force, but this plus this, I do think accounts for the majority of his forces. So we can see this is the other set of stuff he has. He has a bunch of Wolf Tribe and some Colossi light infantry in a skirmishing formation out front as lance catchers. He has a bunch of Colossi light infantry as a bunch of Phaeacian archers, which are interesting but not the biggest deal. Their short bow is not super long range and doesn't do a lot of damage. And then he's got some Colossi heavies and Orichalcum guards. So, maybe we'll actually see a bless this time around. Quicken self. Maybe we won't see a bless this time around. Okay. Oh my god! That's so many heavy cavalry. This might be the biggest heavy cav province I've ever seen in the game. That is an obscene amount of heavy cav. And he's not going to catch all of the lances. Oh, that hurts. Ooh, lightning bolts. Okay, that's important to know. He's got lightning bolts, got personal misform. Ooh, he's gonna win this, but he is getting mauled on that flank. And honestly, kind of lucky that they broke when they did, because that was a lot of heavy cav that was still fighting him. Mm-hmm. 29 more Colossi light infantry down. So over 50 Colossi light infantry lost this turn, right? That's... I'm not going to quick math. 1,000 gold. I should just quick math that. Phaeacian light archers, that's another 140 gold. Wolf tribe, that's another... So between these, that's another 300 gold, right? So 1,300 gold loss this turn. And I would bet that that is probably accounts for 60 to 70% of his forces, right? Obviously, if he scales, he can get this back very quickly. But I would bet that he doesn't have a lot more sitting in Phaeacia, and he's just now got a... Well, I think he had it last turn. He's just recently got another fort up in Blitz. So, now is the fucking time to strike. Now is absolutely the time to strike. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, hold up. I got so excited. We got other stuff. We did another Grove Fortress, and we found 3 magic sites in Sylvania. So, we found a Glen of Verdant Greenery, +1 nature. We found the Mother Oak, which I feel like a site should not be allowed to have the name of a global without, like, casting that... Obviously not casting that global, but, like, you know, maybe it gives you a bonus to casting that global, right? But the Mother Oak is very cool. +2 nature gems, great for us. Witches, which give earth magic, which we already have the potential access for earth magic, but this is a guaranteed earth one. So that's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's good to know. It's all right. And it boosts nature ritual range by 2 provinces, which could be very handy if we're doing specific nature rituals. So that's pretty nice. +3 nature gems this turn off of that. Very excited. Got some news, though. What the fuck, game? You give me this fucking throne? And then you give me a goddamn library immediately afterwards? You testing me, game. You fucking testing me, game. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. We also got word from I think this turn, that they are going after... I don't remember which one of these thrones it is, but they're going after these thrones. So this is not coming at us in the immediacy. This is going for one of the thrones. But, you know, we do need to watch out. That's a lot of Black Knights. Black Knights are pretty fucking scary. What are we doing? We're gonna go ham. So, I was incorrect last turn. I cannot move... Oh, no, I can move. I can move Homemade Sweets into Llama to reinforce this army. But I don't see the reason to do that. We want to hit as many provinces of Phaeacia as we can, as quickly as we can, right? So, I doubt, right? Like, actually, I don't doubt, but I don't care. Even if he moved these forces and recombined them in Llama or in Belagor, he's not going to beat this, right? And he's not going to beat this. So I feel 100% safe hitting both of these provinces, right? He's not going to beat either of these stacks with this. He might reinforce from the army, from the capital, but like with what? And it seems unlikely that he'll be able to... Actually, no. Impossible. He's not going to move from Phaeacia to Belagor. That's 31 points, right? Like, no way. So, feel very, very good about our chances here. There is the possibility that we run into something big in New Coasts. And I would honestly kind of welcome it. Because we're going to have Black Centaurs on the wings. We're going to have a decent little stack of regular Centaur warriors. We've got a decent stack of mannequins, including some Carrion behemoths, right? I would expect that almost anything Phaeacia sends into New Coast, even if he PD dumps, I would feel comfortable, maybe not winning, but mauling whatever is there, right? So, those are our 3 initial salvos, right? And what that's going to do is that's going to give us a decent-sized army to immediately threaten the southern portion of Phaeacia. That is going to allow us to combine forces probably into Norfangs, maybe send a little raid party out into Valador next turn, and immediately threaten Phaeacia's capital, right? And that's the game plan, right? Like, that is what we were wanting to do all along, is just punch in as quickly as possible to try to make sure that this is a quick war. It's turn 14. We want this whole fucking shebang over by turn 20, right? That is the ultimate goal. And if we can do that, then we just sit, right? Like, we have Phaeacia's lands, where we probably don't try to push our Dominion very much. We try to survive off of the income there, and we tech up and chill the fuck out, right? Like, that is the fucking goal. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but that's the goal. Other things that we're doing, we are combining some forces down into Force of the Lost, just because that's as far as we could move them. We are moving a couple of different individuals around for just scouting purposes, or pulling people into various locations. We're gonna move to Shadowglade with fucking Lucky, and next turn we will be dropping another fortress. We're sneaking around to do more site searching, etc., etc. And we're just basically trying to continuously move our Carrion commanders around to consolidate more mannequin units. Over in the capital, continuing the push for Black Centaurs, continuing Dryad Hag recruitment. We're getting more Centaurs over in Inicton. We're getting more Centaurs over in Monarch Woods, along with a Centaur Hierophant, getting a Lizard Shaman over here. We started recruiting Sages last turn, but they'll be slow to recruit until we can actually get a board up. And that's the game plan, right? We're just firing on all cylinders. Our income is actually still to the point to where, the population loss has not hit us so badly yet. I mean, we've lost 100 income out of Asphodel, but we've expanded so well, and the population loss overall hasn't hit us so badly that our income is trashed yet. So we got a lot of money to spend. We're going to pump out a whole bunch of troops and mages, right? The mages very specifically. And we're just going to try to ramp up our research and use our good troops to run Phaeacia down as quickly as possible. And so far that concept seems to be working relatively well. We're also bringing in scouts. I hate doing this because I love having a good view of the whole world, especially in the early game when... Hello, Otis. Especially in the early game when wars are starting to kick up and you want to see like the big moves from everyone and little tricks and things like that. But having good scouts, knowing exactly where Phaeacia is going to be a very important thing for us. So we're basically shoving a harpy in almost every province of Phaeacia. We're going to leave a couple of harpies out on our periphery just to see if, do any of our neighbors come after us while we are attacking Phaeacia? So we want to be able to see that type of stuff. So we've got a couple of scouts out and about, up in Man, over in Bandar Log, that type of situation. So that'll continue to be a thing. But other than that, we are throwing the fucking kitchen sink at Phaeacia. I say we're throwing the kitchen sink at Phaeacia. We're not moving a single mage right now. We're reanimating. We're throwing up fucking fortresses. We're throwing down fucking temples and labs and things like that. We are on all cylinders, which is exactly what we want to be doing at turn 14 with Asphodel. Very, very excited to see this all kind of happen. Really, really excited to see how these go. I don't think that Phaeacia is going to fight us in any of these spots. I think with that bump, they're immediately going to be like, oh yeah, Asphodel's coming for me, right? Because that bump is so intentionally designed, right? And they just got stabbed in Valadar, right? So I think they know that this is going to be coming, and I think we're going to hit them hard and fast, but I think they're going to pull back to Phaeacia, try to regroup, and then try to hit us with some big stack. I just don't... I don't know what they're going to have. We know they have lightning bolts, right? So lightning bolts are pretty early, right? Like lightning bolts only level 2 evocation. But if they're running up evocation and they get to Thunderstrike, oh baby, that could be bad. That could be real bad. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. Anyways, that is a very quick and easy episode. The journey of our Pebble staff. He's going to New Coast, so that should be fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.